It looks like you're about to be moving up in the galaxy. Based on your new familiarity with Tal Shar operatives and their less-than-savory techniques, I passed your personnel file off to Republic Intelligence. I believe you've already met Commander Talmera. She'll be handling your work with them. Intelligence is very interested in your recent encounter with Charva. They think you're ready for some more clandestine assignments. Time is short. What...
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Was there something you needed? I've been reviewing your personnel files. You've had quite the interesting career, haven't you? Tell me about the time you've spent with Charva, and what you learned about the Tal Shiar. If you're willing, we can use the information you learned from Charva, as well as intel we've gathered in other operations, to help you infiltrate the Tal Shiar. You'd learn their secrets from the inside. I've been informed through some covert channels that someone wants to talk to you. Next to the Dabo table, you will find a Ferengi looking around nervously. If he responds with, "Only if it still has factory settings," you'll know you've found the right person. Good luck, and let me know if I can help.
Can't you see I'm busy losing all my latinum? Only if it still has factory settings. There is a package for you. Look behind the plants near the bar in the back of this room. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get it!
I am Franklin Drake, and I represent an organization with goals in line with yours. You have proven yourself useful so far, but there is so much more you can do. If you speak with my associate in the lounge area of Drozana Station, you will be patched directly through to me. Do not keep me waiting.
Was there something you needed?
Place this device in your ear and act as though you're speaking with me. Patching you through to Drake now.
We've been working on getting someone inside the Tal Shiar. Before we start filling you in on our plans, tell me why you want to do this. I've heard you were in Veronat. Nasty business. Easy to build a vendetta from something like that. A person in your situation might have some pent-up rage, emotions that could overwhelm you in a critical moment. I don't have time to waste on someone with a grudge. Good enough. This information may prove useful to the Romulan Republic. I'm willing to pass it along in the hope of having the favor repaid in the future. We'll be ready to act when you are.
The information is valid, and our allies seem eager to assist. Still, I worry about what type of favor they will ask of us in the future. Nevertheless, we're going to use this opportunity to try to insert you into to join them, gain their trust, and then use that to infiltrate their operations. To help sell your story, our allies in Starfleet have agreed to launch a staged attack on a known Tal Shiar base. You'll use this attack to get inside their organization. Take these patterns for replicating Tal Shiar uniforms. You might want to dress the part. Was there some...
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
You've proven that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. That is an important quality in someone that is about to sneak into the very heart of the Tal Shiar disguised as one of their own. I have sensitive information that is not safe to transmit over subspace. Please rendezvous with me on Drozana Station in the Beta Quadrant. Was there something you needed?
Welcome to...
Was there something you needed? You've proven yourself to be capable in a difficult situation, and that's not praise I give lightly. The business with Charva was a bit messy, but you didn't get caught in her lies. That shows you have a clear head. If you're ready, we can launch our operation to infiltrate the Tal Shiar and bring back its secrets. You've already caught the attention of people in the Tal Shiar. Now you need to convince them that you're ready to switch sides. In their minds, you're already a traitor. It won't be hard for them to believe that you're ready to betray Detan as well. Take this isolinear chip. It has your new identity, background, and credentials. It also outlines our plan for this first operation and includes the plans for some special tools you may need. In short, you're going to warn the Tal Shiar base in the Unroth system of a pending Federation attack and assist them in fighting off the Force. In the confusion, you'll have an opportunity to plant some of the data packets on the chip in the Tal Shiar network. The information on them will help sell your story. Good luck.
This system is under the control of the Romulan Star Empire. Leave immediately or we will open fire. This is your only warning. Who is this? How do you have that access code? Nonsense. We haven't had any indication of an enemy fleet in this sector. Sensors are completely clear of any intruders. Except...
Ship is under attack.
It seems we're doubly fortunate. Indeed. We were able to acquire some of the attackers from Starfleet ships. They are being held in our brig. I'm sure the interrogation will be fruitful.
Weapons have been specially modified for also a distraction or two could be very helpful. Drake's provided a few things that could work. Keep your eye out for places where you can use them.
Don't shoot. I'm Sub-Commander Kimmich, and I am your ally. I believe in detente movement, and I wish to help in whatever way I can. Now I work inside the Tal Shiar, in concert with Starfleet, and a most unusual group of intelligence officers. I can buy you some time in the Security Sub-Commander's office, and give you a code that will erase all trace of anything you access in the computer system. Perhaps you can find a way to help the prisoner escape. You must hurry. I've seen what happens to those left to the tender mercies of the Tal Shiar. The Security Sub-Commander's office is just down the hall and to the right. I tried to stall the Security Sub-Commander, but he's on his way to his office. Get out of there now! The cover identity you were provided outranks the Security Sub-Commander. If you claim the right to interrogate the prisoner alone, he will back down. Few stand up to the Tal Shiar and live. A successful ruse might save you, and the prisoner. Hurry and alter the surveillance system feed. I'll go to the holodeck, link into the internal sensors from there, and create an alternative view of what is going on inside the interrogation room.
What are you doing in here? This is a restricted area. I'm Security Sub-Commander Wren, and this is my office. Who gave you authorization to barge in here and access my secure files? You're the agent who warned us about the Starfleet attack? Perhaps I was a bit hasty, sir. My apologies. I was unaware you were going to participate. The prisoner is a human lieutenant from the USS Deneva. She has been most uncooperative, but a single human female is nothing compared to my security team. You want to interrogate the human? The attack by the Federation did result in some damage to the ship. Perhaps I am suffering some temporary hearing loss. I will be certain to check in with sickbay. In the meantime, how might I assist? Understood, sir. The prisoner has been secured in Interrogation Room 1. It is down the hall and to your right. My officers will be close at hand, should you need further assistance.
I know this is dangerous for you, but thank you for all you are doing for the Republic, and for the future. This virus will lie dormant until the Tal Shiar try to access their most secure files. Then it will run a search for any data about the Iconians, and send that data back to us in an encrypted microburst. If everything works, the Tal Shiar will never know what happened.
Lieutenant Jane Frederick, Starfleet ID number 24601. Lieutenant Jane Frederick, Starfleet ID number 24601. I don't have anything else to say to you. That's exactly what the Tal Shiar would say. That's a legitimate code. You're one of Daton's followers? It's possible the Tal Shiar could have cracked our codes, but supposing I believe you, what then? So you're going to pretend to interrogate me. And we need to sell the Tal Shiar on the story. Once we've done that, you'll detonate a charge and I'll make a run for it. And then you'll shoot me with a concealed transporter beam. I'll give you credit, the Tal Shiar won't be expecting this. I think that'll do it. Any more and they might become suspicious. What's next? I'll be ready. Just make sure you're the one who shoots me. I'd rather not die today.
She looked like the type to make a run for it. I should have warned you, sir. I'm sorry you had to take personal action. I'll remind my teams to be more alert next time. But did you get any useful information before she died? It looks like we took some additional damage in the fight with the Federation. I assure you my people have full control of the situation. The other prisoner will have no opportunity to escape, sir.
The Starfleet officer should be safe, but we have another problem. Janek captured the captain of the USS Nor, and she will go to great lengths to learn all that a Starfleet captain knows.
How unfortunate. It would have been preferable if you had not killed the prisoner, but I understand that you didn't have a choice. As you said, she was attempting to escape. All is not lost. I will get the information you failed to collect from Captain Soven. The Tal Shiar thanks you for your assistance, but I have everything under control now. What? Computer, activate stasis field.
Stasis field activated.
We took some damage in the attack. Nothing that can't be repaired. Thank you for your assistance. You will be contacted when the Tal Shiar has need of your skills again. Dismissed.
I'll do what I can for Captain Soven. Maybe I can find a way to get him back to the Federation. But you must leave now, or Janek will be suspicious. She's not easy to fool.
I know you're taking a great risk in contacting me, but I wanted to congratulate you on a job well done. Drake reports that the Federation forces were successful in their ruse, and the fact that you're still alive to hear this transmission is a good sign that the Tal Shiar have accepted you. Commander Janek should be contacting you soon. Our intel indicates that she has been assigned as your Tal Shiar handler. Do what she asks. We will work on extracting the captain. However, once someone is in the Tal Shiar's clutches, getting them out again is easier said than done.
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
The Tal Shiar is quite impressed with your actions in the Unroth system. Accordingly, we are rerouting you to the Talis system to assist in salvage operations vital to Tal Shiar interests. Although this is a simple salvage mission, the target is a high-value one. Failure is not an option. Succeed in this task, and you will have demonstrated your capability and your loyalty. Those are the qualities that Tal Shiar values most.
We're being hailed by Commander Navek of the Frere.
Welcome to the Talis system. I am Commander Kyle Navek of the IRW Frere. Commander Janik assures me that you are a capable officer. Looks like I'll get the chance to judge that for myself. This system is full of valuable salvage. Full enough that the place is crawling with scavengers and pirates. Your orders are to scan the asteroids in the area and deal with any hostiles you encounter along the way. Our sensors indicate you successfully cleared the area of some pirates. Well done. But where there is one, there will be more. Stay alert.
Sir, I'm getting readings that match those we picked up at Kittimer. You think the Borg tangled with the Alachi? If so, that means the Alachi have more power than we realized.
Do not concern yourself with this matter. Continue scanning.
They know a lot more than they're telling us, which seems to be what the Tal Shiar are all about. But what they don't want to talk about could get us killed. I suggest we use caution.
You are a capable combatant. I'll be sure to make note of that in my report. Nuvek out.
I'm picking up something large on the sensors. It's a Borg cube. At least now we know what the Tal Shiar is really after.
Perhaps Janek was right about you after all. Now that you have cleared the area, we'll beam aboard the cube and conduct salvage operations. Although you have not been completely cleared for an operation of this security level, we need your assistance. Therefore, I am authorizing you to transport over with my teams to provide logistical support. While on board, I expect you to submit to my authority. Do not ask questions, and do not make me regret my decision.
Why are the Tal Shiar tempting disaster by boarding a Borg cube? This is something that the Republic will want to know. We'll be ready for your transmissions if you find anything. We'll be monitoring your progress. I can beam you over to the Borg cube whenever you're ready. Why are the Tal Shiar tempting disaster by board...
This Borg ship and all the drones aboard are in a regeneration cycle. However, the power levels are almost negligible. They are, for all intents and purposes, in a coma state. That suits our purposes. I need you and your team to assist in the salvage operations. But more importantly, I need you to keep your heads down and do as you're told. I know you're used to leading, but what is required now is someone who can follow orders. Do that, and we'll finish our task here without difficulty. thank you for your assistance with the salvage operations. I requested a solid officer to help, and that seems to be what I was sent. Now,
Commander! Commander! You have to see this!
would you please report to Team 3's location and see what the disturbance is? Understood. While we have never encountered this phenomenon before, the fact that the center of the cube has been removed does not change our mission. Don't get distracted. Get the data from the computers. Perhaps there's something worthwhile here we can salvage. Return to me immediately. I have new instructions for you. Excellent. I'm downloading our findings to the Frere now. Next, I'll need you to assist Team 3. We...
Commander, they're waking up. We didn't think you would respond. The drones! Fire! Cat transport! Requesting immediate...
We are the Bulwark. From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
This is Team 2! We're under attack by the Borg!
Dead. All of them. Let's hope we can still save Team 3. Sub-Commander Farouz! No! He's been assimilated! We're too late. Sub-Commander Farouz has been studying Borg technology extensively. He was the only one here who knew how to override the transport disruption field. Without his knowledge, we cannot escape. I take no pleasure in this decision, but it was better for him to die than to be assimilated. We can take the knowledge stored on his new implants and use it to access the cube's systems. We'll use their own technology against them. I can override the cortical node here. That will drop the transport disruption field. Keep those drones off me while I work.
Resistance is futile. We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
1
You
minute.
will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Personal shield losing power.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Thank you for your help. We may have had a very different outcome without your assistance. As far as this mission goes, this never happened. Vec out.
Excellent work bringing this information to the attention of the Republic. I had heard that Tal Shiar was interested in expanding their technical advantage through Borg technology, but I had no idea they were going to such lengths to do so, or that they were so foolish and short-sighted, or maybe so desperate. But in order to expose the true nature of the Tal Shiar, we will have to uncover more damning evidence than some Borg salvage operations. Be ready. After that performance, Janek will have another assignment for you soon.
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
We have word that a colony in the Delta Corvi system is harboring several fugitives. Among them is a man named Vrimek, who has close ties to the Riemann separatist movement. The Tal Shiar is going to show the colonists the consequences of treason. You will act as part of the advance force that will shut down the colony's sensor grid. Once that is down, their planetary defenses will be useless, and the rest of the fleet can move in. Then we will land a ground force and round up the colonists. By this time tomorrow, this colony will be nothing but a memory.
Are we really going to help the Tal Shiar invade another Romulan colony like ours? I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this.
Welcome to the Delta Corvi system. We are here under the guise of a raiding party, but our primary objective is to bring down the sensor grid so our invasion fleet can get into position before the colony is aware of their presence. There are a few colony vessels patrolling the area. We need to take them out first before they can alert the surface to our presence. Once any nearby colony vessels are destroyed, then you can disable the sensor grid substation. I am sending coordinates for the substations you are responsible for targeting.
Captain, I've marked the 2 substations we're responsible for disabling on the map. Are we really doing this? Are we participating in the invasion of a Romulan colony? Helping the Tal Shiar? Remember what happened to Viranet? The other Tal Shiar ships will be monitoring the sensor grid and colony patrol ships to make sure the invasion isn't detected. If we disable the colony ships and then punch a hole in the sensor grid, we could beam a small away team to the surface without the other Tal Shiar ships noticing. Once on the surface, we can tell the population about the impending invasion. It's not much, but it would be more warning than we had. We have a big enough hole in the sensor grid to get a transporter signal through without alerting the other Tal Shiar ships in the area. The crew can keep up appearances here in orbit while you warn the populace. Ready to beam you down with an away team? On your orders. The other Tal Shiar ships haven't detected your presence on the surface yet, but you won't have much time before the rest of the invasion fleet arrives. Vrimek is the Maori. You'll need to convince him to evacuate his people before they arrive.
You're Tal Shiar! Guards! Someone! Anyone! One of Daton's agents? What are you doing here? A Tal Shiar invasion? I feared this day would come. This time, however, the Tal Shiar have chosen the wrong colony. No one will leave this planet alive. I have certain contacts among my people. The Remans have become much more aggressive about protecting their interests since the loss of Craterus. We are more willing to use measures that would have seemed unthinkable in the past. One of these measures is Thalaron weaponry. Hidden underneath this colony is a Thalaron weapon, large enough to destroy all life forms on the planet. When the Tal Shiar land on this world, the very ground under their feet will burn. It is a fair price. I've seen what happened to Craterus and other colonies at the hands of the Tal Shiar. I suspect you have as well. Death is preferable to the fate the Tal Shiar has planned for us. And without the sensor grid, death is our only defense. I will delay the detonation to give you some time to organize an evacuation. But it will only be a delay. We must detonate before the Tal Shiar discover the weapon and attempt to disarm it. I will meet you at the shuttle pad after I am done here.
The invasion has started. It's like Virenat all over again. And we helped to make this happen. We need to rescue as many colonists as we can. Vrimek will want to detonate that bomb sooner rather than later. done all we can and saved as many colonists as we could. It's time to go. Vrimek is waiting for us at the final shuttle pad.
The Tal Shiar are close to controlling the entire colony. I'm arming the Thaleron weapon. Are you sure you're not a Tal Shiar agent? I will not give Sela and her minions the satisfaction of taking this colony with ease. They will fight and bleed for Ash and Rock, and then they will die.
What are you doing here? Are you helping these colonists? I am taking you into custody. If you're fortunate, you'll only be punished for insubordination and failing to follow orders. I, however, will be pushing for you to be charged with treason and aiding the enemy.
It is done. Delta Corvi has been erased from the map, along with the Tal Shiar invasion force.
We told everyone to rendezvous at our ship. We'll meet them there.
I don't know how to thank you. Our colony is gone, but my people... No one would have survived without you.
Ah, there you are. This is the Empress. It's time we spoke. Prepare for transport. I have to congratulate you. We've been trying to catch Vrimek for some time.
Liar! Coward! You said you would protect me! You said you would help us!
I'm sure many things were said. It's your fault for believing them. Deception is a means to an end. You were a threat, and now you are not. And my friend here is a loyal agent of the Tal Shiar.
Tell her it's not true! Tell her you would rather die than be her puppet! Tal Shiar scum! I should have killed you when I had the chance!
Now that he's dealt with, let's talk about you. I need someone who sees the bigger picture, who understands more than just blind loyalty to Hakiv. I think you're that person. I'm upgrading your security clearance. You will have access to our most restricted locations. But be careful where you shine your light. There are things in the dark that don't want to be found.
That couldn't have gone any worse. We did exactly what Sela wanted despite our best intentions. We even advanced our standing with the Tal Shiar. I don't know. Perhaps the greater good will outweigh this tragedy in time. Even if it does, we've still made an enemy of Rimek. If he survives his interrogation, that is. Are you ready to leave yet? I know I am.
I can't believe Rimek detonated a Thalaron weapon in the atmosphere to destroy the Tal Shiar invaders. It's tragic what happened to that planet, but the Tal Shiar should never doubt the resolve of people willing to die to be free. And it's unfortunate what happened to Rimek, but the Empress herself has taken an interest in you. That's dangerous, but it's also an opportunity. You now have clearance to delve into the deepest, darkest secrets of the Tal Shiar. Comb through those archives and see what you can find while we wait for Janek to make contact.
Congratulations, Commander.
Congratulations. You've proven yourself to be invaluable to the Republic Navy and earned the respect of your fellow officers. Return to New Romulus. I would like to formally recognize your contributions to the Republic.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar. We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future, of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Deton.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to meet me here. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This wouldn't be possible without you. Your example led the way. We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly. But that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mold Rihan, or New Romulus, as our allies call it, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants can live in peace.
You have complete access to our data. That is a great deal of knowledge, and a great deal of responsibility. Use it wisely. I'd like you to begin looking for anomalies. There is a mole somewhere in the Tal Shiar working for the Romulan Republic. Find them.
The information we found in the database points to some sort of installation in this system, but even the Tal Shiar doesn't have complete information about it. This was ground zero for the supernova that destroyed the homeworld. If there's a base here, it might be connected. We'll need to stay sharp. There's a lot of radiation in the system interfering with our sensors, and debris from the blast is everywhere. I've marked some areas where we need to scan to establish a baseline. We're detecting an increase in subspace distortion. Could be a cloaked ship. Compensated for the interference and can continue scanning. The magnetic signature return appears to be artificial. Isolated another false return. I've placed a waypoint on the map marking the area we should check out. I wonder what they're trying to keep us from finding. One more scan, and I can isolate the false readings. I've detected another ship within the nebula, and I've placed a waypoint on the map marking the area we should check out. Let's see if we can lure them out. This is probably an ambush. I suggest we go to yellow alert.
The device that started the Hobus supernova was Iconian? Akiv and Taurus knew. They knew, and they still followed the Iconian orders. And millions died. Our world died. The Iconian threat isn't coming. It's already here. They were responsible for all the loss and pain we've suffered for more than 20 years. And the Tal Shiar are their puppets.
So Hakiv's dogs finally arrive. Stand down, or my guards will kill you. Do you even understand Hakiv's role in all of this? He is just as responsible for the destruction of the homeworld as I am. Perhaps more. My only goal is to help our people. Before you decide who you believe, give me a chance to explain. You should know that when I first encountered Iconian technology more than 40 years ago, I was the commanding officer of the IRW Hakona. The ship was almost destroyed by an Iconian virus. It was only the intervention of a Federation ship that saved our lives. Haki was my science officer. He was as fascinated with the Iconians and their technology as I was. Haki was the only one with whom the Ilachi would communicate. They gave him the turn of the Iconians. All we needed to do was deploy it at the right time and place. I knew they were the messengers of the Iconians, and I was so obsessed that I have only sought the Iconians in order to understand who they are. Their technology is so great. Their empire was so vast. I thought that with their help, the Romulan Star Empire could rise to control the galaxy. I did this for our people. It was always for them. I'm trying to fix this. I've been working here to restore an Iconian gateway, to find a way to contact them. If I can talk to them without Hakiv or the Ilachi, I know I could convince them. The gateways can do more than move you from place to place. They can move through time and dimensions. With the Iconians' help, I could fix everything. There's no need for a trial if the homeworld is restored.
Terrace, surrender in the name of the Tal Shiar. Put your weapons down.
Let's see. Red, green, red. Tell Hakiv this isn't over.
Automatic self-destruct activated. 3, 2, 1.
I could not be more pleased with your progress. There is only one other agent who has managed to infiltrate the Tal Shiar so successfully. He, however, is in a position that makes him unable to report back to us. The information you're providing is vital to our quest to stop the Tal Shiar.
Was there something...
Congratulations, Commander.
Was there something you needed?
I hope this message reaches you. Your cover as a Tal Shiar agent has been blown, and your location is currently unknown. Stay alive. We are looking for you. Depending on where you are, perhaps you can salvage this mission. If there's any intelligence you can recover before you are discovered, bring it back.
Was there something you needed?
It looks like we have an unexpected guest. Take our visitors somewhere more comfortable and contact Empress Sela. I'm looking forward to our time together. You'll save yourself a lot of pain if you tell us what actions Detan plans to take against the Tal Shiar. Worm! I know ways to loosen your tongue.
Calm down, both of you. I recommend that you cooperate. Hakiv can be very creative. Just look at what happened to Taurus. Now Starfleet is hunting her too. If she's lucky, she'll spend the rest of her life in a Federation penal colony. Who do you think we are? Everything I do is in the best interests of the Romulan people. All of them. Our methods may be extreme, but they are just.
Now you'll learn what else our masters taught me how to do.
The Tal Shiar have been messing with your head. Stay strong. You can fight through this.
Welcome to the ranks of the Tal Shiar. Colonel Hakiv has taken an interest in your progress and ordered me to assign you tasks to test your compliance in addition to your normal training. Here's your schedule for the day. And here's a tip. If you give in to the conditioning, life will be much easier for you. We have people who try to fight it. No one can resist forever.
thought everyone else escaped Terrace's base.
Are you going to fight me all day?
So, you're Hakiv's newest pet. He's asked me to test out your conditioning in order to make sure we can trust you as a Tal Shiar operative. I have just a few easy tasks I need you to perform. First, pick up that disruptor on the table.
Why would you do what that Tal Shiar officer tells you? You know he's going to make you use that weapon.
Tal Shiar always follow orders. Pick up that weapon.
You're a better person than this.
Sharva was right about the Tal Shiar.
Use that disruptor to kill your friend.
You're doing well.
You didn't have to do that.
Well done. I sense some hesitation back there, but that's nothing a little time won't fix. We need to let the indoctrination process really take hold. Too bad we couldn't really bring a friend here for you to kill. Now that would have been a test. Unfortunately, this was only a simulation. But you still passed your test. Congratulations, soldier. Head to the engineering lab to begin your next assignment.
I don't have time for pleasantries. You're the third recruit I've had to deal with today, and I'm on a tight schedule. You're going to help me make Thalaron weapons. Yes, I know. Thalaron weapons are banned by the Federation, and the Klingon Empire, and even your precious Romulan Republic. Well, guess what? I don't care. And you're helping me make these weapons whether you want to or not. Here's a list of parts I need you to gather.
You're beginning to understand. Well done. You're doing better now. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Excellent. You're not completely incompetent. Now, let's test your basic mechanical skills. Time to assemble all those parts in an easy-to-deploy package. Use the console in the center of this room to manufacture a Thalaron mine.
You have a talent for building weapons of mass destruction. Have you done this before? You've achieved a 2.4% boost to the pulse modulator over standard Romulan munitions. Well done.
Everything appears to be up to spec. But I want you to test the device before I sign off on your work. There's a display case over there with some life forms in it. Let's see how they fare against your weapon. Don't worry. The case is shielded. We'll be completely safe.
It's getting harder to fight.
Go ahead, detonate the weapon outside the test chamber. You'll only kill yourself. You really tried. Good for you. That was a close one. Those rodents almost escaped and infested the ship. Protecting a plant with a force field. Such a waste of energy. I never get tired of watching Phaleron weapons detonate.
Well, you're not completely useless. And I'll say as much in my report to the Colonel. I've seen people like you before. Isn't it amazing how much you can get done without that conscience nagging you? I believe your next assignment is in the Borg Tech Lab on the other end of this deck.
Oh, I can't wait to get started with this project. And you should be excited too. You're going to assist me with some very interesting research. We're going to install some modified Borg implants into this subject here. Oh, they're fascinating devices. I think we'll learn a lot from this procedure. The test subject? I hadn't really thought about it. No, the subject probably won't survive, but the information will be extremely valuable. If you'd like, I'll note this noble sacrifice in my report.
Well done. Anesthesia would impact the results of this experiment. Good. I was afraid you'd actually try to kill the patient. You fitted the device expertly. The Borg couldn't have done it better. The data is fascinating.
Oh, we are getting some fascinating data from the device you implanted, and you performed the surgery with such skill. Have you ever considered working in medical research full-time? Well, I guess not. I hear that Colonel Hakiv has his own plans for you. In the meantime, though, I'm going to make use of your newfound talent. Please, install a second Borg device in the subject.
Very nice. consummate professional.
You were magnificent. I wish you could stay, but I'm afraid, though, that our time together is done. Report to the brig and rest until your next assignment. It's been such a pleasure working with you. I can always use good assistance.
Soldier, now that you've successfully completed your training, we need to recalibrate your medical files. Report to the medbay. You're awake. You've been through a lot. I hope there aren't any residual effects. When you're up to it, come talk to me. Welcome back. You may not remember this, but we've met before. The conditioning you underwent can affect short-term memory. My name is Kimmick. I've been working undercover for the Romulan Republic for months now. When I saw you on board, I knew that Hakiv would be indoctrinating you, and that I needed to do something. It took some time to find the right moment. Now we need to make your journey through fire and back worth something. Hakiv has a personal laboratory in the back of the Borg Tech Research Area, where he keeps his private research and information. This is data that even Empress Sela doesn't know about. If you can get your hands on those files and get them back to the Republic, it will be a real victory over Hakiv. We'll finally have the proof we need to go on the offensive against the Tal Shiar. Good. You made it to the lab. Tell me what you see. It will take something big to distract the guards. Good. You made it to the lab. Those scientists look pretty involved with the results of the experiment from earlier. Perhaps you could put together a convincing example of why the Tal Shiar shouldn't be messing around with Borg technology. See if you can find materials to make it appear as if the patient is reanimating as a Borg drone. A pacemaker, a steroid shot, and a small subspace beacon should put on a good enough show for a few seconds. That will give you enough time to get through the door and into the inner lab. Good. You made it to the lab. It will take something big to distract the guards. Good. You made it... You made it to the... Good. If you can override the security keypads on those doors, you'll be able to get through them without too much difficulty. But the doors are being watched by both good. You made it to the lab. You're in the next lab? Good work. Tell me what you see. No door? Well, I'm sure it's there, but it must be concealed. You'll need to distract both the guards and the scientists in the lab before you can snoop around and find that door. You're in the next lab? Those scientists look pretty suspicious of you. You'll need a big distraction to deal with them. There's a disabled Borg walker in the closet off the main lab area. If you can get it operational and cause some general destruction to the lab, I'm sure the scientists will have to stop what they're doing and deal with it. It will need a power supply, a means of locomotion, and something that'll help it cause havoc. You're in the next lab? Good. Those guards are some of the security chief's most trusted officers. There's no way around them without doing some damage. This lab has a lot of chemicals in it. I'm sure there's some combination you can mix to make a potent and toxic mixture. And the clean room is an enclosed space that will collect the gas you release. It's also conspicuous enough to draw the attention of the guards. You're in the next lab? I don't have the access code to that door pad. Luckily, there's no one here to catch you trying to override the security lockout.
defy the elements. If the Empress knew about half the things in here, she'd have Hakiv locked up for good. You need to get off this ship immediately. All the transporters are locked down because of the red alert. But the security chief has local override codes stored on the terminal in his office. Get there and get the codes. Once you have them, head to the nearest transporter room. I'll contact Tovan Kev and let him know to expect you. He'll have your ship in range for a transport. I'm afraid this ends our relationship. I'm staying here. There's still more I can do for the Republic. And I can't be seen talking to you again. Good luck.
Captain on deck. Welcome back. We've been following Hakiv's ship since we picked up a subspace transmission from an informant who said you were on board. It's been more than a week since you disappeared at Hobus. We've been searching for you ever since. How are you? What did they do to you? Understood. We're keeping the Romulan Republic apprised of our situation, and they're willing to send in reinforcements on your orders. We're ready to get underway on your command, sir. Our reinforcements from the Romulan Republic have arrived.
This is Colonel Hakiv of the IRW Canile. Stand down or be You? How did you escape? Irrelevant. You've been a thorn in my side for too long. It's time to remove it. Were you this aggressive before our time together? That should have invalidated your candidacy for indoctrination. No matter. I'll just deal with this mistake by destroying you. I'll be more diligent in selecting candidates in the future.
Captain, we did it! Hakiv's ship is gone! We did detect an Iconian signal before the Kanile was destroyed. It was probably Hakiv making his escape through a gateway. Even if he survived, he'll think twice before challenging us again. We're ready to set a new course on your orders.
These files are amazing. I hope you didn't have to do anything too bad to get them. You've done a great deal for the Republic and dealt a serious blow to the Tal Shiar. Thank you. It's people like you who will help finally free our people from oppression and fear.
Congratulations, Commander.